Hi, welcome back to Valley News Live. We have some first alert weather days coming up this next week on Tuesday and on Wednesday as a wintry system is going to move in, bringing us wintry mix, snow, and then eventually behind it, some pretty strong winds. So let's take a look at what we're expecting. Now here we are, Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock, and we're already seeing that rain entering our far southern counties as well as some in Lakes Country as well. And out to the west, some stronger north winds. Now as we move into the afternoon period on Tuesday, we're going to see that rain starting to transition into some snow. You see that pink, that's where that mixed precip, that freezing rain, that sleet, and then eventually some snow. And as we move throughout the day on Tuesday through that evening period, we're going to continue seeing that transition from rain into snow because we're kind of right on that freezing line here. Now we're going to see some slippery conditions out of that for folks headed out for any Valentine's Day evening plans. So you may want to just be careful as you're headed out there. And out to the west behind this system, we're going to see some pretty strong winds, upwards of sustained winds, upwards of 30 miles an hour, and some gusts could push into those 50-mile-an-hour ranges. And as we see that snow, that's going to start to form, push all the way up to the international border and as far west as places like Valley City as well as Jamestown. Now that snow is going to push off to the east, but it's going to take its time doing that. We're going to be impacted by it during that morning commute as well on Wednesday. So that snow is going to take its time getting out, be out of here by roughly about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe a little later. We'll see some flurries after that, and that's that wind behind it going to bring plenty of colder air. Now this is the area that we're expecting going to see the greatest risk of 5 or more inches of snow. Now not everyone in this white area is going to see 5 or more inches of snow, and we could see 5 or more inches of snow outside of this area, but this is where we're seeing that greatest risk, primarily for places in Lakes Country, but farther north as well. And here in Fargo, things right now though, very calm, clear skies, 23 degrees, those winds not all that bad, 6 miles an hour, making it feel like it's 16 degrees. And there's not much to talk about on the satellite and radar. We saw some clouds earlier, but they're drifting off to the east, giving us some clear skies. Now, those temperatures still pretty warm. Most of us in the 20s, even some 30s, but a couple of teens popping up on the board in the northwest. Now, we're going to continue seeing these cloudy skies overnight. By morning, we could see a couple clouds entering into the north, and we'll see a bit of a south wind, and that south wind's going to pick up throughout the day tomorrow. And by lunchtime, we're going to reach into the 30s for a lot of us. Some folks even above freezing, and some into the more higher side of the 30 degrees. Sisseton down in the south at 39 degrees. And as we move into the evening, we're going to continue seeing those clouds in the north and a bit breezy of a southerly breeze, giving us some of these warmer temperatures. And by the evening, we're going to start seeing these clouds enter into the north. Now, tomorrow morning, we're going to see plenty of teens to wake up, some 20s for folks out west. And this next week continues to remain pretty warm, at least Monday and Tuesday, these first alert weather days on Tuesday and Wednesday, causing our temperatures to dip. We're going to see our temperatures warmest on Wednesday in the morning, and then fall throughout the day, and then very cold temperatures on Thursday, back into the negatives as we wake up on Thursday and Friday. But the weekend looks nice.
It definitely does. And only 2 days out of the week, single temps, no negatives though, at least from the high
highs,
standpoint. Yeah. So
it's been worse.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take it.
Me too. Jim, thank you so much. We'll still call on Valley News Live at 10.